Hi friend, welcome to Solidifying. This is Jamie, excited to be here and connect with you today for our wonderful Pisces. Sun, moon and rising will be the most dominant in terms of the energy. Let's connect in. And I know I've been on a little bit of a hiatus. I've just had a lot of things going on, both personally and professionally. I've moved home. I know someone mentioned about a new desk. This is actually my dining table. I've got a beautiful mango wood dining table. I don't have my office desk set up yet. I've purchased all new furniture and whatever else. So yeah, but loved your messages, guys, and checking in. I'm definitely excited to be back. I feel like, you know, things are kicking into a good routine now, feeling a bit more settled. But yeah, I just needed, I guess, space to just to keep things together for myself. And as I said, it's nice to be back and connect with you. I'm feeling really good, and I hope you are too. And yeah, it's been a nice start to the new year for you. I know personally for me, it's been a bit of an interesting evolution, a lot of amazing, beautiful things and connection, but other interesting things that I think need to come into motion, play, or to be recognized for all of us as we're navigating these next weeks throughout January. I think there's a lot of shift for Pisces in general. We do have the Venus and Mars cazimi happening, so that's connecting with the Sun this week. So, you know, there's things I think that are going to be highlighted, things that want to dominate, things that want to push through, things that want to feel connected, which is wonderful. So, you know, enjoy the experience and yeah, you might just recognize just certain things about yourself or other people as well along the journey. All right, let's connect into the energy. I did pull that card out. I'm taking it back purely because I was talking about something and I just felt like that card wasn't connected. So, all right, let's see what's going on in your current energy, Pisces. We've got the Hermit energy showing up right now. Let's see what's crossing this. We have got the Empress influencing. We've got the Three of Wands. I will dive in shortly and go through what all this is. Let's have a look at your past, how it's impacting right now. We have got the Three of Pentacles. And in your headspace, Eight of Cups. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. I don't know why. Something came up, a question that I wanted to ask for some of you is, where are you looking right now? I know this is going to apply not for all of you, but for some of you. Where are you looking right now, either considering to relocate or somewhere that you want to explore? Maybe you want to travel or go somewhere. That's what was coming up as I was, you know, pulling these cards. Yeah, let me know in the comments below. Near future. What's happening with this near future energy? Thank you, Spirit, for our beautiful Pisces. Queen of Cups, your energy showing up. Let's have a look at your power in this situation. Ooh, you've got a lot here. Wow, check this power out. The Chariot, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. I like it, Pisces, a lot. Let's have a look at the environment around you. We've got the King of Wands. Feels like some good support or structure happening. Hopes and fears. Okay, you got the Ten of Wands. And then the potential outcome. Thank you, Spirit. It's just easy to pull the whole cards out. I find I get more information as we get along and it kind of paints a picture. So I'll dive in. So Two of Swords. Interesting how this is showing up. If you checked out yesterday's reading, that was quite dominant in your power situation. So it's showing how the energy is shifting and moving. Okay, Pisces. So right now in your current energy, you are sitting with the Hermit energy. And then you've got the Empress challenging this. So I feel for some of you that's going on right now or is coming into your space, You may have withdrawn a little bit from something or from a situation, or you're looking to gain more insight into something. Maybe you're looking at exploring, some type of work, or starting something new, or again, about your role in your life or a person in your life. The Empress, can have lots of different aspects they bring to the world in terms of the energy. So connect into what that Empress represents for you. Maybe it is yourself, like I said, about changes, about starting something new. Maybe it is about a partnership or someone you want to connect to. Maybe it's about being a mother figure or a father figure, and needing to bring that feminine strength to what you're doing. But it just seems like right now that's a part of yourself that you're searching or wanting to connect deeper into, or maybe want to understand about yourself or where you're going. But it seems to be about something new you want to expand and want to explore, and the time out is potentially needed right now. So if you are feeling like things aren't moving forward, or you don't have that full power, motivation to go, it's okay. I feel like it's okay right now. Like that's where you're kind of meant to be, and it's okay. In terms of the influence, again, I do feel like there's some strong changes going on here, like some strong direction that you're feeling called and being asked. And maybe for some of you, or maybe for one of you, you just needed to hear, where is it that you want to go? Where is it that you want to travel? Where is it that you want to relocate? Because I feel like that whatever that change is, it's very strong in the energy for you, and what's potentially on your mind, or being asked to look at, to consider, and that's okay. It's okay to explore that, because that's what's influencing right now. The Three of Wands is about taking that next step, taking that action. You've got excited about something, perhaps you've been making plans or looking at those plans, but now it's kind of like, have the confidence to go explore, to start looking ahead and building that momentum and exploring. That's what it feels like. You need to explore, or need to keep stepping in that direction. So that's where, if there's this little in between right now, a little bit more searching of what the next step is, I feel this will come to you. Okay. In addition, you've got another 3 here. So this is your past, things that perhaps you've learnt, that you've experienced, that you've explored. It's about something to do either with work or coming together with something or with someone and building upon. Okay. So I feel like you already have insight or experience to this. But again, whatever this is seems to be new, or seems to be something that you're revisiting. But I feel like you have the support that you need. You have perhaps the right people. Maybe you are seeking someone to give you a little bit more. When you're working in a team environment, and you have one person who's a driver and pushes things forward, then you might have another one who's an organizer, and you might have another person who, does something, is more of a doer. Like everyone has a different role. And I think maybe there is something here that it's okay if you don't have everything that you particularly need in terms of the talent, the skills, the insights, but you're going to have someone else around. So pay attention to that, or explore that, because I feel that's an important piece to the puzzle. But you have the support around you to go do what you need to do. And if it's related to some form of work, I feel like there's some positive aspect here of what you have done before that's going to help drive this forward. Okay. So some of you are really moving on. This is what's in your headspace right now, moving into a new direction, knowing and being honest with yourself. And I think this came up again yesterday a little bit here, knowing what is not serving you, knowing what is missing, and taking a chance on yourself and where you need to go. So it is on your mind for some of you about making this change or exploring something new, because it's just not giving it to you right now. So I can see that's quite strongly in your headspace. But Spirit's kind of asking you, and maybe too, it flashed up a bit more this week with the full moon that we had in the last 4 to 5 days. So be mindful of that. What happened at that time? What is it that you recognized about yourself, or about a situation, or just something that, is feeding your heart and soul that you're craving a little to explore? Because there's something about exploration that I think is very important here, because it keeps coming up. In terms of next, what's coming up next, or what, the energy is showing us here, is this Queen of Cups, which is you, Pisces. Okay. This is your energy. The Queen of Cups is strongly, about that groundedness in trust, that groundedness in where you're going, in who you are and what you bring to the table. There's a lot of depth in feeling and emotion, but that is also very sound, and it's also one that is supportive. So whether this is something you do for you or something that you're bringing to where you're going, or an experience or a conversation, because the Queen of Cups is facing this way, which tells me that there is something here that you need to be a bit perhaps gentle on yourself, but also trust in yourself as you're moving forward here. Okay, I think that's very important. And I do expect for some of you that you know, in the last couple of weeks, you may have gone through like a breakaway from something that was holding on to you a little bit. So, you know, Chiron's in play at the moment as well. I mean, Chiron's always in play, but I feel like there's something here about the releasing of something that was just hanging on your shoulders just a tiny bit, you know, and I feel like this is moving through. And as you're moving through whatever change or new experience or decision that you're looking at exploring or going towards, you're okay. I feel like you're safe, you're okay. And this is about giving yourself that permission and gentleness around it as well, okay? Because your power, Pisces, which I absolutely love here, you've got the Chariot, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. This is something moving forward that is solid. And it's interesting because the Queen of Pentacles to me is a lighter version of the Empress in terms of the groundedness, in terms of the self-care, in terms of that motherly figure. There's something different about the Queen of Pentacles, grounded. We are in Capricorn season, so very strongly about groundedness, about taking action, about knowing who you are, and being comforted in that. And whatever this is something that you're driving forward. So you're driving something forward. You're in control right now of where you're going, of your destiny. And maybe you do have some choice here, but whatever this is bringing you happiness. This is bringing you wholeness. This is recognizing again what you need to move away from, what you need to move towards, and giving yourself permission to do so. That's what this is really coming up strongly in this messaging here. In terms of your environment, King of Wands, knowing, you know, this is masculine energy, fire energy, but it's knowing who you are. It's knowing what you need to do. Like, you've got everything in play and in motion. This could also be a masculine figure, or someone who has masculine energy that, you know, is helping you drive that support wherever that you're going. I feel like there's like a clear path for you, Pisces, and I think it's deciding whether you're choosing to go in it and create it and make it happen, or not. But I feel like your energy will build and you will become, I feel, more energized. But there's something about people around you that is going to be an important piece to this energy, or motivation. So even if it's not people around you that are helping you drive it, it could be the people that you end up helping or supporting. There's some pull energetically that I feel is helping expand this endeavor or this exploration that you're on. Because the hopes and fears, the Ten of Wands, the pressure, but the letting go of that pressure is a huge one here. It does seem, because as I said before, we do have the Two of Swords here, so it does seem for some of you, and as you're moving through this, that there is a difficult choice, and maybe some of you are feeling a little bit stuck, and this is why you're sitting in this Hermit energy. But let's get a few more to see what this Two of Swords is about. I'm going to use the same deck. I feel called to use the same deck. Share more on this Two of Swords and what we need to know in terms of the outcome. Thank you, Spirit. We've got the Page of Cups. And the Sun. Beautiful. I like this. So in terms of whatever this is and wherever this is going, this is confirmation that when you make the choice, it's making the choice of something that you feel connected to. It's making a choice of what I still feel there's this part of what gets you excited and what gets you curious, because even if that path particular doesn't lead you to what you thought it would be, it's going to lead you to where you need to be, and something outstanding, you know, something really giving you that satisfaction. I love the Page of Cups. I mean, for some of you, this could be related to a younger figure, a child figure, or again, you exploring different parts of yourself that bring that joy and fun out, you know, with that innocence and freedom that I think sometimes we all seek. That, you know, sometimes we do get serious because life gets serious, but then there's this part, what if we, you know, acknowledge, yep, that there's, you know, adulting in play, but what if we also had fun along the way and, you know, enjoyed ourselves in that freedom, in that fun. I mean, you know, when things are stressful or things are challenging, yeah, we need to be honest with ourselves or look at the situation to make decisions, which can be a life-changing, you know, trajectory. However, when you do it in the fun and freedom and the letting go of it, you know that you're making a decision that feels more aligned because you're not making it in so much stress. And it's finding what that happy medium is for you to be able to get there energetically, emotionally. Because it's telling me here, no matter what, in terms of this decision, if you align to the curiosity, if you align to that joy and that energy, it's not saying, because the Two of Swords is the mentality, okay? And it's connecting from a mental space of making the decision. But when you connect the head and your head, and when I say head, mentality, because our mentality creates also our emotions, okay? That's a big part that sometimes we forget. I think as Pisces, we're very emotionally connected, intuitively connected, but we also get downloads. It's like our spirit knows and it's giving us information. Then there's a different part of our driving our emotions, and how we think and how we operate has a huge part of that experience that we're in. And I feel like the experience right now in terms of decision making is being connected to the logical parts and to the way that we think about a situation, you know, asking ourselves the right question, asking the right question towards this situation, but then, you know, what actually brings that peace. You've got the cup here. This Page of Cups is holding the cup. The Eight of Cups is searching for that cup. So that's where you need to find that connection for you. What is that spark? What is that experience? Because life is about the experience, right? What is that for you that's going to bring that? Because even if it doesn't go to plan in how you may think in your head, it's still going to give you the joy and the direction and the path that you need to be. It's going to reveal itself to you along the way. I'm going to leave it there, dear Pisces. I'd love to know in the comments below how this relates for you. Appreciate you always, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. Bye now.